Okay, there. Cool. So the first question here is, what are the different types of SQL joins and what are their differences?
Okay, imagine they refer to inner join, to left join, right join. Self join is mostly join with the same table. Difference are left join or inner join, no? Is indexation. So we are going to get the only indexation between the two tables. Left join, we get indexation with the left part, or with the old record, with the left part and the indexation rows, and nulls in the left part that doesn't intersect. Right join is the same or other way around. We get the intersection with the right part. Inner join, when I explain, inner join and self join is the same as inner join, but with the same table.
Cool.
Yeah. It's only three, but yeah, left join is sorry, self join is kind of extra, you know.
Cool.
It's a way to identify the join. Yeah.
Gotcha. The second question here, how would you debug a SQL query that is performing slower than expected?
Well, sincerely, I know SQL. I'm not expert in SQL. If they're expecting expert in SQL, but yeah, I use I don't remember, man, but was kind of no. Sincerely, I don't remember right now. I need to look at it, in the moment. But
For the debugging of a query?
yeah, well, I used to put the old way, I used to put comments and run the query and stop it, and see the output, come back, and that's it.
Okay.
Like for example, I have a query, a select. I want to see what does that select or stop procedure kind of. I want to see the output of that variable or sentence. I print it out and continue with the sentence and print it out, and that's the way I do it. Probably there are a better way, but yeah.
Okay. Next one here is, what's the difference between passing a variable by value and by reference?
Well, that's a big difference in examples in Char, no? Value type are not object. They are memory oriented in the meaning that each value type has its memory allocation, and object types are reference. That means that each object that points or reference that point to that object is the same memory, it's the same object. When you modify one of them, you modify all the variables that are pointing to that object. That are they both inheritance from the object class. But yeah, the big difference is that value type save the value in different each time you declare a value type is a slot in the memory, and object type is reference type. So when you modify a variable, you are modifying all the variables that is related with that object. But the value type, no, you modify only one value.
Cool. What's the difference between get versus post?
Get versus post. Yeah. Well, post is the way we it's as HTTP. It's the way we save, or we try to save a thing in API, for example, and get we start seeing with get. Yeah. I used to use in web. When we use get, we put the parameters or the query parameters in the URL. With post is behind the scene. We don't see that explicitly, But yeah, it's in API. Suppose we like save there, like send information to create the object, or and we get the information. We can put for the day. We can delete.
Gotcha. Then the last question here is, what is multi-threading, and in what scenarios would you use it?
Well, multi-threading, yeah, is the way. Well, it's the way to allocate memory, allocate resources in or run resources or part of the software in different threads. Different, for example, multi-core processor, we can use a thread for allocate a thread for in each core, and eventually it's going to be more efficient. They are running parallel. The way I'm using is that way. If we have a software that can run several tasks in parallel, and after that, getting that task in a way that they are running continually, they are running at the same time. We can use that later, and we not didn't spend time, running each one of them in a start, run one task and run another and run another. Other advantage is that, for example, we can use a way sync, and with that, it's not just parallelism. Is a way to await things that we are not blocking the main thread or the application in a way that we can run that thing later or await it, and the application continue working. After that, we can get the information from the way.
Perfect.
Hopefully that,
Cool. Those were all the questions, so I can go ahead and stop the recording now.